All right, y'all. Last episode, we left him on a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
We did.
Nice cliffhangers.
We prioritize people's health up here.
Of course.
Right?
And aesthetic.
And
Skincare.
aesthetic. Skincare. Yeah, of course. You know,
So,
we look good. No, Pete, what's up, man? Because that's where I was going. I was going to you.
Yeah. So quick little intro. So this morning, I usually drive with chapstick on the door handle, but for some reason I left it in the house by accident. So I'm driving this morning. I'm like, damn, my lips feel a little ashy. But I always keep an emergency little Vaseline in the armrest.
Yeah.
So I picked it up, and I just want to say I got Alex's little friend here. This is mine, but Alex's little friend is Vaseline and Blistex. We need them to sponsor you.
No, sponsor us.
So Vaseline, Blistex, if you guys hear this,
shout them out.
Please sponsor us.
And we use them for our lips. He's not saying I'm spanking my chicken or nothing like that.
He didn't give no context.
Yeah, you heard him? Just Alex's little friend.
Just came with the portable petroleum jelly.
Talking about his Alex's little friend.
Hey, yo.
Every episode that we film, both on the Need to Know side and here, Alex has either the Blistex or his friends. So.
It's true. Because we care about ourselves and how we look.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I remember, so what made me decide to talk about, like, kind of like my skin journey?
Because that's what you left us out on, right?
Yeah.
You're talking about pimple, acne, right?
Yeah. So shout out to Karen. Karen, our producer.
About the killer.
He sent us a picture of one of the thumbnails. And I didn't see it for a while because obviously, I'm at the house, just being busy.
Yeah.
And by the time I think like a week or two passed by, and I look back on the photo, I was like, damn, I look charred.
I
think I remember
and then we
that.
all started like cracking.
Yeah. So do I always look like this?
He did say that in the chat.
I was looking mad shiny. You ever been to like Kentucky Fried?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Or like
Pierre.
Now you know how
you are not about to call yourself a diet chicken.
Nah, Pete, right? You ever went like on a late night eat binge?
Yeah.
And like you go to the store and they got like the chicken up on the rack or whatever the case is, and like
under the light.
Under the light.
Oh,
boom, perfect.
Shine the light on them.
And it's usually like the ones that's left over by the end of the day.
Yeah.
I was looking like that on the thumbnail. I'm like, damn.
The leftover chicken?
Yeah.
What
I was
part?
like,
the center breast?
The leg.
Ew.
Damn.
Leg.
You was a piece of chicken that ain't get picked.
Yeah.
Facts. Crazy, right?
The leg.
Crazy. So I was like, Karen, damn. You ain't want to. I always look like that.
Yeah.
But no, it made me think of because I know everyone has like everyone's relationship to their skin.
Yeah.
Is always a thing, especially like front facing out in the world.
Yeah, that's a fact. Some people have sensitive skin, rough skin.
Yeah.
I got that roughneck shit.
Wait, what?
Wait.
What's roughneck?
We can start there.
Roughneck skin?
What is that? I've never heard that.
I need a roughneck. Come on, you know that song?
I know
I
the
need
song.
a roughneck.
Now tell me when it gets to the skin, like how the roughneck got in your skin.
Well, anything can happen to my skin except burns, of course.
Okay. Oh yeah, we know that.
Wait. And I could walk away okay and fine. And
Yeah.
You ever got sunburned?
I've never been sunburned.
For the first time, I've been sunburned last year.
Damn.
Yeah, I hate to let you know, but you've been like that.
No.
That
to the point where it hurt.
That wasn't no burn.
I hopped in the shower. I forgot
shit.
where. I think I was in. Where was I? I was in vacation somewhere. St. Martin, I think.
It started peeling and all that?
Nah. So I hopped in the shower, and I'm like, yo, what? You know how the water
Start
hits your
feeling
back?
hot.
I'm like, what is that?
Start feeling hot on the back.
So then I look. It started peeling. I'm like, damn. For the first time in my life, as a black man,
got sunburned.
I was sunburned.
They say we're supposed to use sunscreen.
We are.
It's because we black, we think nothing of it.
It's the melanin. We relying too much on the melanin.
When you were younger, Pierre, that's a fact. This melanin worked though.
It do.
When you were younger, Pierre, did you care about how your skin looked? I mean, you were an athlete.
Yeah,
and we're guys. We don't really give a fuck for the most part.
Last thing on mine, I'd say from birth till about what grade was that? I was probably like 10th grade.
Yeah.
I had perfect skin.
Mm-hmm.
Like perfect. I didn't even have to worry about anything.
Then puberty started.
Yeah, you started puberty in 10th grade?
Well, I guess how my body.
Yeah, late bloomer.
My balls ain't dropped until like maybe like summer 9th grade. Voice started to get a little bit deeper.
Nothing about his balls though. You peep that?
That's balls dropping for men is associated with puberty, right?
Nah, I know.
You know what I mean? Start to get a little hair on the underpits.
Yeah, it's a combination.
Gotta make sure you put on your lotion, not lotion, your
deodorant
and cologne and all that stuff. But yeah, up until 10th grade, I had perfect skin. Then one day,
you wanted
my
a girl.
skin just got oily.
Balls just dropped.
And then I started getting little like pimples here and there. And I'm just like, yo, what the fuck is this?
And you thought it would go away.
Yeah, I thought it would go away. But like even as an adult, I still kind of like have issues with it. And like sometimes even now, I used to think it was my diet.
Yeah, that's what they tell us.
Yeah, and for the most part, I think that is what it is because they say like
it could
skin,
be though, for real.
Yeah, True.
Yeah.
Like I try to be healthy.
Yeah.
And I was always burning calories playing football, running track and stuff like that. But even now, I still kind of like have a bout with it. It's either very oily or some like I kind of still have blemishes a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just kind of one of the things I'm like still kind of like trying to figure out.
But how bad was the acne, P? Like I remember being in high school and I would attend school with some Anglo-Saxons and you could just see the salute to all of them. You could just
no, you're right.
You could just see the puss leaving their skin. And again, we in high school at the time.
That's tough.
Yeah.
So you're going through puberty.
Yeah.
There's a mix of
Wait.
Yeah.
The puss leaving
The puss.
What are you thinking about? You mean pus?
Nah, the puss.
He said the.
Oh, that's what you call that?
puss?
You call that shit puss?
Yeah.
No, I call it puss.
What?
Excretion.
Okay.
No,
Yeah. I would see that shit ooze out of their skin. And I would feel so bad. One, because I mean my shit was always just so stunning. I mean, if we're being honest.
Fine boy, no pimple.
No fine boy, no pimple.
Hey.
I mean, I've always been like that. But I did feel bad because I was like, damn, if that was my skin. I had a cousin who had some really, really bad problems with acne, and they tried everything.
Like, what's everything?
Went to the dermatologist. Went to Dr. Sebi and them on YouTube.
Nah, Dr. Sebi good.
To Dr. Sebi?
Holistic approach.
Holistic approach. Yeah, because 9 times out of 10, that's what people do, right?
Yeah.
And they don't want to do the medication. They go to holistic approach, the holistic way. So how did you have to do that? Yeah.
So yeah, I went to I also went to my dermatologist. I never went to an esthetician, but I think that's my next step, just to kind of see what my body is doing at this stage in life. But yeah, I went to my dermatologist. He gave me, I think I tried. He suggested
cream or something. Proactive worked for me.
That made my skin more oily.
Yeah.
Oh, you was a proactive kid.
I had oily skin too. Yeah.
That commercial worked on me, even though I had acne.
Yeah. That little refining mask at the night. If you have a little blemish or something.
Oh, so you put is it a whole mask or like just?
No, I used to just put it like if I had a blemish here, like wherever the blemish was at, you just put like a little. Yeah. And they also have like a clay mask. That worked for me too. Okay. Like luckily, I think my skin is alright right now.
Shit, you was.
I feel like my skin be looking alright sometimes.
He was.
Nah, your shit. You was an elite member.
I was a member.
Oh shit.
Nah, because I had some acne troubles too. Yeah, like when I had puberty and all of that, my skin was super oily, and I didn't have the best skin regimen routine because it's timely to have a really good skin regimen. Like you gotta wash and then rinse and then exfoliate and moisturize again. And I'm like, dog,
I ain't doing all of that.
Yeah, I just want to brush my teeth, wash my face real quick, and bounce.
So when you hop in the shower, like what's your, like, I guess, how do you shower?
I don't feel comfortable answering that.
You my boy.
Look, the right now too. Hey, my boy.
I got a question for you. Hey, how do you shower?
When you get in the shower, what is it like?
Nah. So like I have a basic skin regimen now, right? I try to start out with cool water. I heard that's good, especially for aging or whatever. I don't know. I just be hearing stuff and I just be like, I bet.
Let's try it.
Yeah, cool water. I use like an astringent, I believe it's called.
What is that?
To get the oiliness out. Like if you have Neutrogena or something like that.
It's like a suction thing?
Nah, you just put it on like a
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, a little cotton round and just wipe your joint down.
Yes.
Like witch hazel almost.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do that. And then I'm pretty much out the door. I don't really do too much. I do need to moisturize a little bit more.
Okay.
So I'm trying to figure that out. Yeah. I heard Pharrell's joint is really good too though. He got like a human race facial.
Like moisturizer?
Yeah. Pharrell got skincare. So.
We should endorse anything he got.
Yeah. Because he's ageless. He's ageless.
Literally ageless.
Yeah.
I be on hyaluronic acid.
How you spell it?
You see, you just gotta let it sit when you do stuff like that. Let it sit. Don't say nothing. Just let him sit with it. Yeah.
Hey, I was an Avon baby.
Okay, same.
We remember Avon, right?
Of course.
For sure.
We've all had an auntie or two.
Yeah.
Ponds.
Just peddling it.
Just peddling it like real drugs, right?
Yeah.
Making good money.
Making it good. And you know what? That stuck with me because I started realizing, of course, a lot of the women know how to take better care of their skin than us.
Facts.
Right?
Yeah.
Skincare is a real thing though. Like,
no.
Pause. Have you ever gotten a facial? Pause. I knew
That's
it was
the
hard.
hard
Yeah. He too looked me dead in my eye and asked me if I ever had a
I see
facial.
how we starting today.
He's a gentleman. That's the hard one. He's a gentleman.
Yeah, gentleman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
You should try it.
Yeah?
You should try it. Go to a spa. I think the one I had was like a hydrodermic or something.
You was laughing at me just now when I said hydroclonic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We're using our big words today.
Okay.
Yeah. The hydro joint though, try that.
What do they do?
Again,
it makes me look better.
They gonna put like a little suction joint on your joint, and it literally just like sucks all the goop and nasty and oil, all that shit that's in your pores that you need to get out, which is making your skin oily.
Yeah,
they literally just suck all that joint out, and then it like rehydrate your skin.
Oh wow!
Try it.
How long does that last?
Like the effects of it?
Yeah, like is it something I'd probably have to go to?
Well, I don't think you're supposed to do a facial that often. If you really wanted to be on it like that, maybe once a month, once every other month.
Okay.
But you can see the effects immediately once you do it.
Yeah, shorty not supposed to have that many facials in a month.
Yeah, and it's kind of expensive. Like, I know you still paying Easy Pass and all that. So
I'm good. I'm good now.
You straight?
Yeah. The benefits of having a car, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, my man got good skin right now.
Yeah. Trying to. It's not the best. Sometimes it's like does its own thing. Like when I'm like having sleepless nights or like a consistent row of not really getting the best sleep and like stress and stuff like that.
Stress will do it.
Yeah.
Stress will do it.
My problem is I think water is the cure for everything.
Water too?
Oh, for sure.
Pea's good with the water.
I try to be healthy.
Yeah, but what happens when the water doesn't work? There are people out there that drink water every day with that turbo.
Nah, but P got the hydroponic coconut water. You forgot. So there's $9 water.
There's 2 drinks in my arsenal.
Okay.
Aquapana.
In my arsenal.
And coconut water.
Yeah, we got Aquapana right here.
Nah, the water is really, that'll do it.
Come on, man.
But try to facial. Like treat yourself to a spa day.
Yeah.
Okay.
You won't be upset.
Yeah, I appreciate you for opening up, man.
Nah, of course, because on I was about to say Need to Know.
Yeah.
Shout out to Need to Know. On the Need to Know Network / We Have More Thoughts.
Facts.
I want to try to get off like things that because a lot of times people don't really know us yet.
Yeah.
We're still kind of new. They know Alex because Alex been on a 40-year run.
Yeah.
But we're trying to like
and he only 25.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not 25.
Crazy how the math works out.
Yeah, crazy.
Young bull.
Yeah.
But yeah, I figure, might as well get that off and try to.
No, that's real though. And I feel like a lot of times men don't talk about skincare or like, you know what I'm saying?
We
Stuff
don't.
like that.
We don't.
Yeah.
I want you guys to leave your health tips in the comments.
Facts. True.
What you guys do for your facials.
Yeah.
Who be around when you be in the shower. Stuff like that. We would like you to leave it your shower regimen. And Pierre was asking Q, so we want to know it all here.
Yeah. Just try. I think the theme is health.
Yes. Always trying to keep that in the back of our minds.
Yes. For sure.
Hey, as always, welcome back to another episode of We Have More Thoughts.
Yeah.
With Alex, P, and Q.
What's up?
Back to do what we do. P, what up?
What's up? Hey, again, I just want to reiterate Vaseline, Blistex. I don't know if PND owns that, or has stake in that, but if they do, listen, we're here.
We're here.
Send
it over.
Love the product.
Yes, love the product. Send over some work. Cue it up, my boy.
I'm here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Another installment.
You was feeling a little under the weather.
A little under. But we got to push through.
What you have?
We've been so consistent. I'm like, you know what? I got to push through.
Oh, man.
I've been loving the feedback. I got a quick shout out just to the community. I feel like they've been showing a lot of love.
Oh, yeah.
Viewership been good. So
we've been consistent.
Keep it going.
Yeah. I got to get better with posting.
Yeah, you do got to get better with posting. And you be posting everything.
Yeah, I know. It's wild.
That's that new dash. He got so much on his plate.
Yo, when I tell you, that's all another story.
When I tell you, we was about to unlock his trauma. Oh, shit.
Not trauma. More so just like the things I didn't know that came with like literally like shutting out everything else just to focus on
one thing,
the household and the baby.
Yeah,
it's kind of a new thing for me.
Well, that's important, man, and I gotta commend you. You being the man of the family and you showing up. Hey, doing better than my dad.
Oh my god!
So now
that trauma seeps out every now and again. It just seeps.
But that motherfucker is killing.
But you can't tell Alex never had a dad before. I mean, never met his dad.
Great young man.
5 stars.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
Shout out to God.
Won't he do it?
And your family.
Because won't he do it?
Won't he do it? He's doing it.
Hey, come on, look at that. Yeah, right.
You mentioned family.
Yeah.
I wanted to mention some of our peers in the space. Of course, up here we talk about so many topics.
Yep.
Anything that's on our mind, any thoughts that we have, we get to it.
For sure.
There's been an ongoing conversation on the internet. I don't want to say within the last year, but I'll maybe say within the last few years. Us, of course, up here, we love sports.
Oh, for sure.
For sure.
That comes with the sports pundits.
Sports is my second language.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Q as well. I don't know if you know that. I think you know by now. Q is really big on sports. Me too.
Yeah.
But there's been a conversation about sports media in general.
Yeah.
And how it's been handled. The people within the space. We know it's comprised of not only players, but also people who have never played before. Just pundits who went to school for journalism, things of that nature. More recently, Stephen A. Smith signed 5 years, $100 million.
The bag came in.
Man, he signed that with ESPN and Disney. The bag is here. I think last time on his last contract, he was earning upwards of about $12 million a year.
Poor him.
Oh my God.
Poor Steve.
Only 12 a year.
Nah, but that jump is crazy.
It's pretty
What's
high.
what's the math?
It's about what? 80? That's 8 additional?
88?
Yeah.
88 million more?
Yeah. And I don't know the terms. I don't know the terms if it was like either a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This new deal is 5 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I guess
I wonder what incentives
are in that.
Come with that.
I can find out for you in a second.
Because I'm wondering if like also it works like sports contracts.
Yeah.
It was like you got to hit certain benchmarks. Yeah. Like if you make the All-Star team. Yeah. What's the All-Star team version of NBA media?
You got Shaq, Ernie.
I guess it would be based on ratings though, right?
True. Okay.
First Take has always been the highest rated morning show. So maybe if he keeps hitting those benchmarks or something like that.
I'll tell you what I think his benchmark was.
What's that?
Pat McAfee got added to ESPN.
Oh yeah.
And Pat McAfee.
And he had an attitude ever since Pat walked in there.
Didn't he?
He did.
And we know that Pat made over $100 million as well, right?
For sure. I believe so.
Right?
If I'm not mistaken.
So Stephen A. Smith was in the back of his mind like, ain't no way.
And this is my
just pulled up.
No way.
I've been here for a minute.
And he's on every show. Pat do 1 or 2 shows. His show, the little college kickoff, they do the fake field goal. And he be going home.
And he go home, right? Stephen A. Smith is there all the time.
And he's got his own show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I wonder how much he's getting from that.
Me too. And like you guys already previously stated, First Take has been a #1 sports show for years. Forever, right?
There's actually no... What's the other morning? Because Undisputed is cooked.
Y'all tell me. Y'all on the Fox side.
There's nothing on Fox. Because
what happened to Nick writing them?
That's in the afternoon. That's my guy.
I don't even remember who that is. I don't even remember. I don't remember. Maybe by face.
He got that. Nick Wright. He got long hair now.
He got that Italian look to him
with the suit.
Yeah,
and not a
Nick Wright, Chris Broussard. He does show with them.
Okay, I remember. Yeah,
but that's in the afternoon. The morning is really quiet at Fox right now.
He's pretty entertaining.
They got some joint called The Facility, but I don't really.
Oh, I did see that.
I love The Facility.
I'm not gonna lie, I love you
because you like the athlete, dude.
Yeah, facts. They got
you like the former running backs, don't you?
Yeah.
Damn, how did I just blank on their names?
What's the name?
Shady.
Short nigga that got entangled with Joy. Emmanuel
Acho.
Acho's on there.
Chase Daniels.
Yeah, Chase something.
QB. I think it's Chase Daniels.
Yeah.
Chase Daniels. Is it Chase Daniels?
One of them Chase.
I think he was an old quarterback from Mizzou, if I'm not mistaken.
And what makes that show so impactful is that it's ran by former players.
Yeah. That's what makes it unique, though.
That's what makes it unique.
I don't watch it, but
different perspective.
Right.
Each at a different position.
Yeah.
I'm forgetting a dude from receiver for he used to play for the
Packers.
What's his name?
I ain't got it, but I know you're talking
I ain't got it.
I ain't got it, but you see
I know
Packers,
you're talking about. Yeah.
Like they give you like the locker room perspective.
Yes.
And too, most journalists or front facing news media people, like Alex was alluding to, like that's one perspective that I can't get from you. Like, all I'm getting is like your knowledge of the analytics and like maybe what you think.
But you wasn't in the locker room,
right?
You ain't run no suicides.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that locker room dynamic is very like. We've all been in locker rooms. We've all played sports.
Yes.
Like even thinking back to when I was playing football and running track, that locker room experience for me was like that was the whole thing. Like the locker room is where like you form bonds with your brothers,
connect.
Teammates become brothers and family.
That's what players say they miss the most when they retire. Is the locker room,
that camaraderie.
Yeah.
Now, as a viewer, do we care if the person is a player or not? The person who's commentating on said subject, do we care?
I like a mix. Because I went to school for journalism. Like I have my degree in journalism.
Right.
So I don't want to just shut out people that didn't play, even though I played sports, but not on a high level. You know what I'm saying? So if you studied it,
you
I
didn't
think
play on a high level.
No.
I seen you ball, bro.
QI?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm a hit
QI.
4 threes, but you know what I'm saying?
He was fly nigga.
You
know the one.
He like Cameron.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's him.
I do a little bit of everything good, yo.
You are Cameron.
You don't do that.
Y'all
both
2.0. Wait, y'all both from Harlem.
See what's going on.
It makes sense.
It makes sense. Y'all was getting fly. Y'all was the flop. Oh my God.
Play ball a little bit.
Yeah.
Now you got to hit all the corners. You know what I'm saying? Hit a little
Got
bit
to
of
diversify.
He is Cam.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm sorry. Continue.
Diversify is the word, though. I like when my sports media is diversified.
Okay.
So might have a real journalist, and then I want people that actually played the game, so I can have that insight too.
Right, Pierre, what you think?
So for me, I've seen what it looks like to get the news or the sports take from people who haven't played the game. I don't like that anymore.
You don't like that?
You know how like
He got angry.
He got hot.
You know how once you've experienced something, it almost seems like that's the way to go. But now once the new thing is up and like it's almost like a better rendition of it, that's all I want. So for me right now, all I want are people who have played the sport. Like Cam Newton, 4th and 1, Pat McAfee.
Even Cam is featured on ESPN these days.
Yeah, he gets on there from time to time.
Right.
Nightcap, Ocho, and Shannon Sharp.
Gil's Arena.
Oh,
love them. Very unfiltered over there.
8520 or 820 show.
Jeff Teague and
520.
520. There's so many numbers.
Yeah. I like Jeff Teague.
Yeah, Jeff Teague.
Very unfiltered
hilarious.
talk.
Hilarious.
Yep.
But like, I get more fulfillment watching those because I know they play the sport. They can speak to it differently.
Yeah.
And they have like a different dynamic and take from what somebody else who didn't play.
Yeah.
Or whatever the case is, that they don't.
Yeah, I'm indifferent because the players usually come with a ton of personality.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? They usually come with a ton of personality and, of course, knowledge of the sport. I'm not saying that pundits aren't entertaining or they don't come with personality as well. It just, like, when we're thinking about the facility, who's the running back, my man on there? LaShawn McCoy.
Yeah.
Man, he turns it up.
He do. He
turns it up. He's comedic.
Yeah.
He makes you relate more as a viewer.
Yeah. For me, you know where he like started his kind of rise on
oh my God. He wasn't on the Pivot.
Brandon Marshall show.
Not Pivot.
No.
It was
I Am Athlete.
I Am Athlete.
It was an episode,
forgot about the original.
His crazy work episode.
Yeah.
That episode for me was where I never knew LaShawn McCoy had that ability to be like entertaining, funny, but also give you the facts.
Yeah.
I knew he was entertaining. It was one time, it's funny, I was shooting with Joe Budden and he had an episode with them.
Okay.
And I guess they were running late. He ran inside the room and he just sat down. He entrusted in me. He entrusted in me to enter his Louis Vuitton duffel, which contained diamond chains,
the goods,
bust down watches.
Okay.
And he was like, hey, yo, my man, go in there for me. I need my bust down. So I ran in there. I was like, but they were getting on over there fast because they was recording.
Yeah.
I looked inside. Guess what? It wasn't no Rolly.
What was it?
So now I was scared.
Oh,
shit. Worried.
I was worried because if I go back to LaShawn McCoy
with no buzz down,
and he know that he left a buzz down in there, it's on me.
You gonna get buzzed down?
Did you look good?
Facts. That's what's gonna happen.
That was a good one.
Come on.
Yeah, and I was scared. Now, Pierre, what you saying?
Did you look hood?
I looked a bit hood that day.
Okay.
Beard wasn't trimmed up. Nike tech suit on.
Yeah. You had a Nike tech.
I had a Nike tech suit on.
Even if you didn't steal it, you stole it.
He had that roughneck skin on him.
Roughneck skin.
I told you I was a roughneck to start.
Roughneck skin.
I told you I was a roughneck to start.
I know.
Went back over to him. I was like, yo, it ain't in there. It got tight.
Damn.
But he was actually a good guy, and I'm being funny right now. But again, even when I told him that, I could just see how much of a cool person he was.
Yeah, down to earth.
Down to earth, right. And as we watch sports media, we can tell that from other people.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Now, when it comes to some of the sports pundits, I think a lot of them are textbook.
Oh, yeah.
Which is fine.
That's cool.
Right?
There's nothing wrong with it.
Like you guys already said, most of them went to school for this.
Yeah.
So they're going by how they were taught. I don't really have much of a qualm with it. I guess what I'm trying to say is the disconnect between the players who speak on it and the people who are just pundits. The wider and wider conversation that we're seeing is that sports media is shit. And I think more of that comes from the players who played and are a part of it now because they can always say that, yo, I can speak from both sides.
Yeah.
Do we think that is really where this conversation is being derived from, sports media being trash, or is it clout chasing? What do we think it's coming from?
I think it's the people that didn't play that's shitting on the players that did play.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So you didn't play. You probably had no skill. Or maybe you did want to play and you just wasn't shit. And you had to become a reporter or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you're going to tell somebody who made it to the highest level, who's killing, who's an all-star, might be a Hall of Famer, and you coming on TV every day and you calling them trash.
Yeah.
Or you calling them out on certain stuff, right? And it's just like, who are you to tell me, somebody who's really doing it?
Like they get back.
Yeah, that I'm not good or whatever. But then there's that other side of it where I have a job to do. My job is to come up here and talk about people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Stephen A said something that was really good. He said, I get paid to talk about people. I don't get paid to talk to people.
Points were made.
So, I think that's where it's at, though. I think that's why sports media is so up in an uproar right now, just because athletes are tired of getting shit on, so they started their own platforms. Now they're trying to cut out the traditional journalists. Yeah. So it's a war going on outside.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Like, to that point, too, I'm thinking a lot of times the regular sports broadcasters, they've been around for a while.
Yeah, they have.
We haven't seen the athlete take a mic, even sometimes in season, until recently. You know, with the uptick of media and just kind of what Q was saying about how, like, yo, for the longest you've been kicking my back in, now it's my turn. I could put up cameras,
defend myself,
get a link, and
I think the active athlete too, because we've seen retired athletes do it. But like to have a Draymond Green have a platform right after a game, even Paul George, even though he had to.
You saw how we got him out of here, right?
Yeah.
For me, the start of that was Brandon Marshall, because I think when he was on the Jets, he had I think the show, the NFL, I forget the name of the show, but
he was a part of something.
He was on the active roster and still being a broadcaster.
Right.
But yeah, I just love that look. Like, you know, we're here. It's the new media. We're here. And again, I'll keep on saying this: perspective and experience also always translates more and further than just somebody who knows it textbook.
That's a good point.
It's good to have, the dynamic, was the word that we mentioned before. Okay, you got your analytics guy, your guy who knows it by the book, but also the person that can color outside the lines a little bit.
Yeah.
And that dynamic, I think for me, is really helpful and healthy, because your listener base is either going to go on one side of the outlier or the other.
No, that's a good point. Yeah. Like I mentioned to you guys, I'm split. Because though I feel most of the athletes turned sports pundits are entertaining, because we went to school for a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
Q and I produce. We know what's going on behind the scenes of things. We know what we have to do to put on a good show.
For sure.
So I think a lot of the times, because athletes haven't had to worry about that, they've only had to worry about the sport they're playing and they're playing at a high level, they're not realizing all of the behind the scenes stuff that this takes.
It takes a lot.
It takes a lot. So the next thing I wanted to get to.
But they could learn it though.
What do you say? What do you mean by learn it? I think most of them don't want to learn it. I was watching Gil's Arena the other day, right? And they were discussing they were discussing favorite point guards. I think they were speaking on Kendrick Perkins' list of his favorite point guards. And salute to Kenyon Martin. Love him. I think he's funny as fuck. I love how real he gets on that show.
Yeah, I like K Martin.
I can hear him talking to the producer in the background like, yo, why we talking about this, man? You know how he gets.
So etiquette was off.
Is that hey, why we talking about this, man? Why couldn't I just get a text about our favorite point guards? And again, big salute to Kenyon Martin. This is no slight. I'm just being funny. But it made me think about the producer in that moment. And how the producer had to formulate a show.
Yeah.
The producer had to think about how they could stir the pot, how they could, I wouldn't say agitate, but sort of poke at the host to kind of get the most passionate views and perspectives out of them.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of the times, athletes forget about that aspect of this shit. It's entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah. At the same time, though.
Yeah. Let's argue. Come on, let's argue, nigga. What's up? Come on, Pete. What's up?
So I've produced a bunch of shows. I've been associate producer for one show. I got a couple of awards.
Oh yeah.
At the end of the day, if you're a talent on air, production wise, it's whatever the talent wants. For the most part, within reason and what makes sense.
Reason.
Sometimes it doesn't even make sense.
Sure.
To a certain extent.
Yeah.
Because you still have to hit certain benchmarks. There's certain things that you have to do, right? And that's the producer's job to let the talent know, yo, we got to hit this right here. Or this is a topic we have to touch on, right? So to a certain extent.
Yeah. It's like a even playing field in a sense, but I think the athlete's voice holds more weight than the producers because they're front facing.
I think it should. I don't want to
at least on shows that I've seen
that you've worked on, right? I don't want to misconstrue what I'm saying. I think there has to be a very even balance of the both.
Yeah.
Right? Because if an athlete, some of them, I don't know if it's a mess or maybe they just don't want to speak on certain topics because they know some of these other athletes. That might hinder a show.
Yeah.
Oh, you saying that makes me think of Nightcap.
And what happened there?
Because a lot of people tell Ocho, like, yo, you're too close, you're too friendly with the players. You can't offer up a critique.
Yeah. Which is whack, right? You want to hear some critique. Even though those is your peoples, but if he did some whack shit or if he played like shit, you got to say that. You can't just...
But for me to expect something outside of who someone isn't authentic. Like Ocho giving his takes, how he gives them, to me, that's him. Like he may throw a joke here and there and stuff like that, but I can't really see Ocho berating somebody, a current athlete.
Which is fine, but then you got to have somebody else on the show that's going to do it.
Yeah. Shannon.
Right. So then that's the but you can't have a whole show like that with no critiques.
Yeah.
And the producer knows that.
Yeah.
See, as players, sometimes you just coming in with, yo, motherfuckers knew that I ran for 1,000 yards rushing.
240.
Motherfuckers knew I got 2 rings. And it's like, yo, all of that is cool, fine, and dandy. And I know you are a star and you should be acknowledged like that. But this is entertainment. This is TV. This is it's another side to it, right?
I can't refute.
Now, the next thing we're bringing up, this is me and Q's guy right here.
Yeah.
This when I say this is my dog, man, I mean posted since 03.
Top dog.
Top dog.
Who's this?
GOAT.
Couldn't tell me nothing about him. Only played with 50,000 points ever.
LeBron.
I love LeBron.
Yeah.
And I was a little bit disheartened when I had seen him a few weeks ago speak to Stephen A. Smith. Not disheartened because I was all sad.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I wasn't all sad and nothing like that. I just really enjoy the both of them. Stephen A. Smith gets killed. I love Stephen A. Smith.
I like Stephen A. too.
I love Stephen. He pushes the envelope.
Yeah.
He says what you're not going to say.
Yeah.
You love to hate him. I love it. And I think he deserves every single penny he got from $100 million.
I agree.
Right?
He cuts through.
He cuts through. And that's what's important when it comes to this shit.
And he got it the right way. He started out in print. You know what I'm saying? Philadelphia Inquirer, wherever he started at, and worked his way up every form of media. So shout out to Stephen A.
How could you be mad at that?
Yeah.
Now, LeBron James is LeBron James.
Yeah, for sure.
Come on now.
Face of the league for however many years.
He is the NBA.
He is the NBA. Still playing at a very high level, of course.
Still.
So when I saw him go up to Stephen A. and I guess Q, speak to this a little bit.
It was aggressive. It looked aggressive to me.
Didn't it?
When I saw the clip a couple weeks back.
It wasn't that aggressive.
Nah, it looked aggressive.
When a
nigga 6'8" looking down at a motherfucker that's 6'2".
It might be his stature. And we don't always see Bron in that situation, right? We don't see him like really pressing somebody. We see him within a sports realm do it, but this ain't have nothing to do with
sports.
Yeah, this was like, yo. This was like an on-site type of thing. Like,
and I see you, I see you.
Right. It was one of those. So if you're not familiar with it, LeBron pressed Stephen A. Smith over his comments on Bronny James. The exact comments, it was a game after they played Philadelphia or something like that. And he was pretty much blaming LeBron for putting too much pressure on on Bronny and trying to be an actual NBA player. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not ready yet skill-wise. Most people would say he should probably be in the G. He's killing in the G League.
Killing in the G League.
So I think eventually when he gets called up and he gets a little bit more comfortable, he could be a serviceable NBA player.
Yeah.
But Stephen A. has taken some pot shots at Bronny. I don't think the comments were completely out of bounds, but as a father, I'm not a father yet. I want to get some father perspective on this. You know what I'm saying?
Father perspective.
Yeah, when somebody's talking down on your kid, especially if your kid almost died, and he's just trying to hoop.
It's a good point.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't hear any other second round draft picks getting talked about ever on sports media.
Or at all.
Yeah, can anybody name a second round draft pick from the last couple drafts? Not really. Only Joker, and that's because he's been the MVP 7 times, right? So it was that, and Bron pressed him, and Stephen A. went on his platform and said, yo, this wasn't about basketball. This was a parent talking to me. So do y'all think that's in bounds? Is that out of bounds? Should Bronny still be able to be critiqued? Where do we land on this? Because it's a lot. It's layered.
It's layered, man.
It's layered.
This is an onion right here.
Yeah. Peel it. Peel it.
But if I peel it, I'm going to cry.
I see what you did.
Nah, that's real. Hey, if you need to get it off, get it off.
Because I told y'all, LeBron is my man. And as much as it hurts me, to be honest right now, that was fucking whack.
That was whack?
What?
That was fucking whack.
I want to hear this. No, I want to hear this.
Now, Q, you made me think about something that I didn't think about.
Okay.
Everything he feels about Bronny is heightened because of that health scare.
Yeah. Yep.
So I wish I would have thought about that before I thought about what I'm about to say now.
Nah, double down.
I think that's a very important thing to mention, though.
Yeah.
I've never had a child before, of course, but if something had happened to my child where I felt like I could have lost them, and now they're here and they're trying to rebuild, and I'm trying to rebuild their confidence. Yeah. I'm trying to get them back to where they are and even better. Everything to that, when it comes to that child, would be skewed for me.
Right.
Now, on the other side of that, though, do you want him to be treated like a regular athlete?
Comes with the territory?
It kind of comes with the territory. Now, I know that Stephen A. Smith and LeBron have had a history.
Yeah, I mean, to quote Stephen A. Smith, he said they don't fuck with each other.
They do. When a nigga say he don't fuck with you, you gotta
throw that into the pot too. You got somebody that you don't really rock with talking about your seed.
Yeah, okay.
Like, keep it on me.
Come on, let me paint the picture.
Keep it on me.
Let me paint the picture.
Not the kid.
Somebody that you don't really rock with.
That's my man.
Because then at that point, it feels like it's a stab. Like it's personal now.
And that's what Bron told him. He said, yo, keep my kid out of this shit.
But see, what is a stab and what isn't a stab? Can I talk about your kid at all? Is it what I say about your kid or how I speak about your kid? Because if I'm a sports pundit on one of the biggest shows on TV, on national TV, wouldn't it help everyone involved if I talk about your son?
What Will Smith say? Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
Motherfucking mouth.
Yeah, it was.
Keep my son's. It was pretty much that. Unless it's listen, ice on me. Unless it's something positive, don't talk about my son. Unless it's I'm in jest, but at the same time,
go father mode on me. How do you feel about it?
Like I think.
Dada.
So Dada is crazy. Threw me off.
Yeah.
But
sorry.
I think the reason why I say that he didn't press him, it wasn't aggressive, because if you look at the video, from what I remember, I know it was a couple weeks ago or a few weeks ago, Bron's hands were down.
Okay.
But at his side.
Yeah.
We know that if it's on site, your hands are up, or you talking like this with, a little bit of extra oomph.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bron wasn't, I don't think Bron, come on. You're not trying to do anything to him. At least, like, that's a little pow-pow. So if I know, as Stephen A. Smith, that we don't mess with each other, and like that's a fact, why would I go to the lengths of talking shit about your son, basically, talking down on him, and I'm at the game off of the fact that I just said something about him? Like, why would I not expect you to talk to me?
But I feel like part of the job is to be honest. And if I can only talk about your son in a positive light, that's not fair to the rest of the other players. That's just really how, and I love LeBron as my dude. That's my guy, for real. And I think, again, maybe it's heightened because of that health scare.
Yeah.
But he's still an athlete in the NBA.
I'm standing on the side with Bron because, like I said, this is coming from somebody that we don't really rock with each other. So I don't even know your intent. Are you doing that because he had a bad game, or are you doing that because we don't really rock with each other? And this is just another way for you to take a dig at me.
Because he said, Stephen A. said, you're putting too much of the spotlight on your son when he's not that good, or something to that effect, right?
Yeah,
something like that.
They've been going back and forth about this forever. Bron made a comment before Bronny was even in the league, like, yo, Bronny is better than most of these players, or he can play with a lot of these players in the league. So, and I get it.
And he's become big topics throughout the week. And again, that big shows are gonna hit.
That was before he had the health scare. Bron said that about Bronny before Bronny had the health scare.
Yes.
So imagine, I know my son to be this caliber of player, but because he had the health setback, it kind of like brought him back a little bit, where he's not really all like tapping into his potential. It's there, we all see it.
Yeah.
But if you know what me and my family went through, and on top, that's strike one. Strike two, we don't fuck with each other.
Right.
Yeah. That's and strike three, keep my son's name out your mouth. What is me trying to elevate my son as a black father? What is me trying to elevate my son and put my son
no black father
on the best trajectory and the best position possible? How can you, knowing that, how can you then say what you said? Keep it on me.
As we're speaking, I think the only other athlete who other people have been ginger with is Hamlin, that played for the Bills.
Oh,
DeMar Hamlin. Yeah, because again, we watched something scary happen.
Yeah.
Right.
And it kind of made, I guess, everyone else kind of let up on him a little bit, whether it be his performance or how well he's performing.
But even Hamlin, he wasn't a starter. He was only playing that game because somebody got hurt.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So how many people are really being critiqued that are not starters? Same with Bronny. He's a second-round pick. If a second-round pick goes 0 for 5 tonight, it's not going to be on first take.
And there's a stat that says if you take, I guess, a 10-year history of the draft and you look at everyone who was taken at Bronny's spot, they're not doing shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
and we're not talking about them.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
I get the allure of a LeBron James Jr. And
I was going to say that.
And I get
you
that.
You got to know what
profile.
comes with that.
Yeah.
You got... Come
on, it's the gift and the curse. It's the gift and the curse.
It's not like LeBron no bum.
Yeah.
Maybe if LeBron was a bum, people wouldn't even mention it. You're LeBron James.
Yeah.
And as a LeBron fan, I'm also a fan of both of his sons. I would love to see what Bryce is going to do at Arizona next year. I'm super amped for the both of them. I support the entire family.
And I'm trying to see Cayenne too.
I'm trying to see everything.
Yeah.
But look how Melo moving. Whether it be good or bad.
Wow, yeah.
Whether it be good or bad, when it comes to Cayenne, I'm going to talk to my own son and we're going to work out on the side.
Yeah.
Now, again, Melo's great. LeBron is LeBron. So I can understand why people would continue to have the conversations around Bronny.
Yeah.
But I just feel like you got to pick your ops differently.
Gotta pick your ops.
From Stephen A? Oh, from Bron.
If I'm Bron,
okay.
Because does LeBron, and we can leave this in a second, does LeBron expect for Stephen A to just not speak on Bronny at all that's his son?
That's unfair.
I don't think he expects that.
That's unfair.
Okay. So what do you think LeBron expects? And we can end on it.
Yeah, go ahead, Q.
I just think when Bronny has a bad game this early on, I don't think it should be news. Like, he's obviously in the G League. It's not like, what do we expect, really, right? I'll give you a name. Jalen Hood Schifino. Remember that? Remember him? He was a first-round pick of the Lakers. He was just recently involved in the trade. You didn't even know he's part of the Anthony Davis. Exactly. He was a first-round pick, right? Played like ass the whole time on the Lakers. Have we ever heard a first take topic
That's the first
about
time
him?
Ever hear him.
Higher draft
not
pick.
A one.
Higher draft pick than Bronny.
Yeah.
He was on the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? Didn't play well. We never heard a thing about him, a critique, nothing.
But who his daddy?
You. I don't know.
It makes sense now.
But it makes sense.
So that's the balance.
That's why it's tough.
Like,
it's tough.
But I don't think you can expect people never to speak on your son.
That's
right.
Fair.
But I think what LeBron is asking for right now is just like, yo, give him a little grace.
That's fair.
You've seen the health scare. You know he's trying to make it in the league. Like, yo, chill. Like, damn, bro.
Like, recognize the
like
effort.
I feel like Shedeur can be more criticized because he's a top pick. Shedeur is right where he's supposed to be, right? He's going to go top 5, top 10 in the draft. You already know what that is. Like, Bronny, he got a lot of stuff that's on the outside with health scares. He's not ready yet. We see that. Just ease up on my boy. That's what he's pretty much saying. Like, if you're a dad, I feel like that feeling is like magnified to the 10th power.
For sure.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie, Q, dap me up, man. Me and Q Laker fans, he brought me back over to the top. I was tripping out for a second.
You was on the wrong side.
I was tripping out for a second, man.
I'll call Rich Paul right now.
Don't do it. They gonna get rid of me like how they got AD. All right.
Come on, you know I know Rich. We was with Rich.
We was with Rich.
Word?
Yes.
Yeah, work.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Rich, I'm sorry. Rich, bro.
Oh, I remember you told a story.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
When he comes in, he shakes everyone's hand.
Boy, did he? Didn't he look you right in the hands?
Come on, man.
We name dropping today.
He told me I was valid. Oh, shoot. Okay.
We name dropping today.
We
Rich Paul.
Come on.
LaShawn McCoy.
You gotta get it off sometimes. Get it off.
Listen, let us know how you feel in the comments when it comes to sports media.
Yeah.
Let us know what you guys are thinking. If you agree with some of what we're saying, if you don't, please leave it in the comments because this is going to be an ongoing conversation. Now, speaking of ongoing conversations, Drake.
Oh, yeah.
It's probably never going to leave.
No.
Which is fine. We came up on Drake. We enjoy the music, this and that. We never got the opportunity to speak about some sexy songs for you on We Have More Thoughts.
Okay.
We quickly got at it on the Need to Know podcast. Not quickly. We definitely got at it. We did a whole episode.
I seen.
Yeah, you saw it. You guys can go check it out right now as well.
Yeah.
Really good episode. Now that some time has passed, it's been a few weeks.
Sit with it for a little bit, right? You let it seep in a little bit. I was telling, hey, you got to, you know what I mean? You're not in the right setting.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Because he told us he listened to it in the rain.
Yeah.
I did.
He told you that too?
Yeah, but he had some family stuff going on when he first played it.
I did. Remember I told you that too?
Yeah.
Had a lot going on. My mind was clouded. It wasn't just the rain outside that was cloudy.
Okay.
It was my head.
He couldn't really
grasp that.
So now you sat with it for a little bit.
I sat with the music.
Here we go.
Originally, I gave it a 6 out of 10.
Where you at now?
7.
I hope so.
1 degree.
But that one means a lot.
It does.
I want to get to you two though.
Yeah, for sure.
And again, I know that we never got to talk about the project in itself. Q, you know what? We never actually got how you felt about Some Sexy Songs for You. I heard Pierre on the other episode. Let me know what you think about it. Yeah. Now, after weeks have passed. Yeah.
I loved it when it first came out. Now, my very first initial listen, I probably had the same reaction like some people. Like when I heard No Key, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, what is this? I still don't like the Meet Your Padre joint. Like that's I still can't figure that one out to save my life.
Yeah.
But I told you, like when I sat with it for a little bit, played it like the first 3 times. This was like the first day or 2 it came out.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, from like 1 to like
11. You said 1 to 11.
So about raining in Houston.
Yeah.
That run, I liked a lot of those songs.
Yeah.
And I sat with it even more. I'm not gonna lie. I've been playing this shit into the ground.
Nah, me too.
Yeah, I've been playing it into the ground.
And I got my songs that I like. Yeah.
I have my songs that I like too. I'm gonna tell you right now what I usually skip over, because after you get into an album, you're like, all right, I don't need to play this one every single time.
Yeah.
So I'm going from CN Tower all the way to Raining in Houston. Probably skip Lasers, Meet Your Padre. Still play Nokia from time to time. I want to hear it outside though.
Yeah.
I want to hear Nokia in 75-degree weather.
Oh, you will.
With a lot of Don Julio.
That's gonna go.
You will.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm kind of easing off on it on my usual listen because I'm saving it.
Yeah.
I want to hear it outside.
Preserving it.
I don't like Die Trying. I do like when Drake and Yebba get on tracks, but Die Trying wasn't a big one for me.
It's different. It's not like a scissor song.
Yeah, and then it picks back up for me. Somebody Loves Me. I like Celibacy. On My Way. We've been on my way today a lot.
A lot behind the scenes.
A lot. I didn't like the Glorious joint too much with Ice Spice. It felt like it was kind of dated, like when Ice Spice was a little bit more hotter.
Got you. I see what you're
getting at. And it was just like, didn't like that. When He's Gone, I think I told you this behind the scenes. I like the idea of When He's Gone, but the song was okay to me.
Okay.
The biggest sleeper on here for me though, track 21, Greedy. I need everybody to sit with Greedy if y'all haven't, because in a long project, we get tired. So by the time you get all the way to the end, you're like, all right, you might even turn it off, right? Start like halfway through, but really sit with Greedy.
Really sit with it.
Sit with it. The concept.
What's the setting? Give me the setting, Q.
The concept of the song. Thinking about what it's like to be in love with like you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Speaking to
don't
yourself.
Don't even know how it feels to be in love with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, how much of a piece of shit are you, How hard of it would be to love you, huh?
Oh man, it'd be
Baddie trying to track you down. You done went missing for months. And she blaming herself, like, yo, maybe it's me. I know Alex is so busy.
You trying to get me in trouble?
No. I'm just. I want you to.
Damn, you don't show no love.
I want you to sit with the song.
Yeah, you in my phone or something?
Uh-oh. Yeah, but overall, I really like it. I'm gonna go. Some days it's an 8 out of 10. Fairly, I go 7.5 out of 10.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
If you had to pick a favorite song, because that's what I want each of us to do. If you had to pick a favorite song, just one.
Yeah.
What is it?
Right now for me, it's Small Town Fame.
Really?
I like Small Town Fame a lot, yo.
Track 7.
I like Jealous Drake.
I'm about to snitch.
I like Jealous Drake. I like when that happens to him.
Nah, I feel you.
Like when you see the baddie got away from you and she on Instagram with somebody else.
Damn.
He hurting. And there's a whole backstory to that about how it's about an Instagram model called Baby M and all of this stuff. But just in general, the concept of it, even if we're taking it off his personal story, I just like when he's in that type of bag.
That jealous bag, like, yo, that's your dude.
Changes for me often.
Sure.
But I'll say Small Town Fame right now.
Pierre, before you go, I'm going to snitch on myself for a second. What's life if you don't get in trouble?
Exactly.
Oh, yes.
It's the little spice.
Just let him.
What's life if you don't get in trouble? I'm used to getting in trouble these days. It is what it is. Yo, Q, you're getting excited. But
we got him.
I may or may not have sent out a screenshot of Small Town Fame to someone.
Oh, okay. First verse?
On some shady shit,
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah,
that's that first verse.
And then you send it with no context. I sent it right over no context. I did. It's me. I did. So
but doesn't that make the song better for you when the lyrics hit? Like when it's relatable?
I was telling Pierre and the rest of them on the podcast that the thing that he still has, Drake, is that relatability factor.
That's one of his best traits.
That did not leave on that project. Regardless of how you feel about the music, to that demographic. Yes, like, yo, I miss my girl, or I'm hating on your new dude. There is an audience for that.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Wait.
Yes.
You sent out Leaving Out the Club with No Hoes, it's a dub?
Keep reading.
Keep reading.
You somewhere on the house, or you somewhere on house arrest pretending you in love.
That's where it pick up for you, right?
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Exfoliate that.
He don't let you do nothing. He'll let you
exfoliate. P. We was talking about the skincare.
Okay.
Look, it's coming back. Come on.
That you with? He's a scrub. Like, I want to know what's up. What happened to us? Okay.
What happened to
I was hating crazy.
Yeah, you are what happened to us. I knew it. I knew you was what happened to us.
That's your buy-in?
That's his bag. What happened to us?
Because you never think about what happened to us.
What happened to us?
I'm getting exposed today.
That's your topic sentence on the buy-in.
Yeah.
Okay.
P, I sent that right over on some hating shit.
I'm not mad at you.
Yo, Drake called Shorty new man a stud. I like the pettiness of that.
I ain't gonna lie. Like, that shit, dude.
Yeah, he think he the man, but he a stud. He
think
he a man,
but he a stud.
Yeah,
that's some good hate right there.
Love the pettiness.
Pierre, what's up?
Like,
what you got?
So for me, the first listen, I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Everything sounded almost the same
initially.
But then I'm like, all right, I can't go off of the first impressions. Let me just, like you're saying, sit with it a little bit.
Sit with it.
So from week 1 to week 2, it grew on me. I think initially I would have given it like Alex, like maybe 6.5, 7. Okay. I would have given it a 7.
Okay.
After the second week, I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Taking some long drives.
Yeah. 7. He be driving.
To the golf course.
Everywhere.
You see him, right?
I was at the golf course yesterday.
That's P. Woods.
P. Woods. I like that.
Yeah, I got you.
Third week, 8. Now I'll give it like an 8.3.
Yeah.
Right?
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I saw his initial reaction.
Yes.
Y'all all had me pissed.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to bust in on the main call one day when y'all be on that bullshit.
Pull
hey,
up.
Cut it out. Stop.
Slide.
All of y'all.
Pull up. All of y'all.
What made the album for me, really, the song where I'm just like, okay, like he understands. Was like, I'm big on, so I play the guitar, right?
You do, yeah.
I love hearing walk downs on like specific key structures.
My boy went to the instruments. I like this shit. Keep going, son.
He's technical.
Yeah.
Maybe hitting a flat 7 or just something to like throw the ear off a little bit, right?
At the flat
7. You heard him. He's not playing as a musician.
Smart.
So Pim's Dilemma for me, right? And matter of fact, before that, once you sit down with Drake songs and like initially the beat always gets you and you vibe to it. You listen to the lyrics a little bit here and there, but when one song in the album hits you, you're like, nah, I gotta check out the lyrics.
Yeah.
So I pull up the lyrics. I'm like, oh no, she's talking in this.
She was talking.
Pim is talking.
What was Pim saying?
Talking. So before that, I couldn't help but think, damn, Drake.
He got tight.
Why you got a beef with Kendrick and the team like that? Like, cause SZA would have been perfect for this.
No, we don't even need SZA. We got Pim now.
Pim did her thing.
We got Pim now.
All things happen for a reason. This is Pim's time to shine, right?
Yeah.
Again, the acoustics is playing with my ears, it's tickling my ears.
That's one of the
beautiful.
ones.
It's beautiful.
It's in the key of B. For whatever reason, I've noticed for me, the key of B always makes me, go to the edge of my seat a little bit when I listen to the music.
You start to feel a little noodly.
A little noodly.
And it's something about starting
minor.
with
and
the
I'm not
minors.
being funny about Kendrick Lamar or Drake. We actually make beats and music up here. And something about A minor and that B.
Minor keys.
Sexy drill. Would B be like a lo-fi? Because I like the real lo-fi.
Maybe a B minor.
Yeah,
so for the most part, the minors play in that field.
Okay.
The tonalities and how it sounds.
Okay, cool.
Like Sexy Drill is huge on starting off with
Absolutely.
But back into Pim's Dilemma.
Yeah.
She says, please don't go out with your friends.
Don't do it. Not us. Don't go out with us.
They don't ever keep you in check. They gonna let you do whatever.
We let P do anything at that mixer.
We did.
And blame it on the liquor. I didn't do nothing. I was being
blame it on the liquor.
You didn't do nothing.
Oh no, you was on your best behavior.
I was, you know what I mean?
You didn't do nothing.
We was blaming
I
shit on
bought
the
you an
liquor.
empanada. You was fine.
Oh, yo, appreciate you for that, bro.
Nah, the dap up 10 months later.
God.
Been mad late.
For the
So thank you for the next one.
Yo, the Oxtail Emp, bro.
Yeah, skip the whole line.
Shout out to Ray's Empanadas.
Shout
that
out
held
to Ray's.
down.
And they from Neuro. Big Neuro.
Yeah, big Neuro. Shout out.
Pimmy, go back to Pimmy. She was talking.
So she was saying all this. She was talking. I'm like, dang, like, she was saying some stuff where I'm like, yo, you been through some shit. Like, whole crew got their phone their phone silenced, wilding. And she goes on.
Love that phone on silent.
Giving a story about the whole thing. But I think what Pim doesn't understand, right? This is kind of like,
you pushing back on Pim?
I did the science.
You got critiques for Pim?
Oh,
I got the critique. So going off of the lyrics alone.
I love Pierre, though.
sometimes you got to understand if you're in a relationship, right?
Yeah.
You have to understand who your partner is amongst their friends.
Okay.
He's
cooking.
Oh, he pot.
Clear out ISO on him.
In this scenario, right? She's talking to a dude like, hey, don't go out with your friends. They don't keep you in check. You got to understand, sometimes as the leader of the friend group, you might...
The leader.
You might like...
You're going to get them started again, Pierre. Keep going.
Like, you might get into a little bit of a tussle or whatever the case is because you're trying to lead your friends.
You're trying to set the tone.
Right.
Yeah.
So looking at it from the other perspective, you're with a leader. Right? I'm bugging for thinking of this.
Yeah, you see what he's trying to get off?
You're with a leader. Like, I'm trying to keep them in check.
I'm crying. But wait, what if she not with the leader?
No, she said,
okay.
She says, please don't go out with your friends. They don't ever keep you in check. Apparently, she think her friend, the dude's
But you're the one that's keeping everybody else in check.
Exactly.
But
I'm trying to fight 7 people
who
to
gonna save you when you need saving?
Hello?
My friends, because they know.
No, but you the leader.
But you the leader.
My fault. I don't mean, myself.
Walk them down.
Yourself.
Self-police.
Because I was...
Come on.
ESP, bro.
I got you.
Extrasensory perception. I was literally just about to say that.
Because you got to go home after this.
Straight home.
Straight.
No, I'm saying, but like...
Yes.
If I'm a leader, right?
Yeah.
Or if you're a leader, we're all leaders.
Yes,
I would say.
For sure.
If you guys know yourself.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know your ability to self-police, like Q was saying.
Yeah.
So if I'm the leader and I know that, like, I don't really necessarily need my friends to point me in the right direction. But they, by happenstance, they already know, the brevity of the man that I am, that you are. And sometimes, like, I'm a leader. Martin was a leader. Malcolm was a leader.
He was.
You know what, though? We never got the female perspective on this. I wish we could. But, like, what happens when it's the girls' night? Like, can the guys be like, yo, please don't go out with your friends? Because you just start throwing ass all crazy because you off the Don Julio and they just let you.
Your phone silent.
Your phone silent.
No, we can't. And they got a leader too. They
got
a leader too. It's not just us.
Yeah.
If you're going to say that, I think it's a lie. But if you're going to put it on us, we're going to put it on y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all got it. But you know what, too? You made me think about just friendship dynamics in relationships. Mm-hmm. I'm going to hit it real quick because I know we're about to get out of here soon because I do want to give you guys my favorite song.
Yeah.
But you're right, man. Sometimes your partner get around their friends, man, and turn into a totally different person.
But P started out really good. He's like, yo, you got to know who your partner is around their friends.
Yes.
You got to know who you with, right?
Yes.
You got to know.
Yes.
You got to
like
know.
if your friends, if your partner's a follower,
you got to know they're a follower.
But you want to be with the leader. Like that.
Some people like getting with followers so they can lead them.
But look. Just on they went on a little run right here from Small Town Fame into Pimmy's Dilemma, Brian Still into Give Me a Hug into Rain in Houston. That's a nice run.
That's a nice run. All right. I gave it I lied. I think I'm around a 7.5.
He's coming. He's moving up.
Moving up.
He's moving up.
A point and a half.
A point and a half.
Okay.
The song that absolutely does it for me every single time. Mm-hmm. I don't have to think about it. Shit. I was dreaming one night and I was singing that shit. I don't know. In the dream, I don't know.
Yo, that's crazy.
I'm dead. That's how much I play the song.
You recited the lyrics.
I was in the dream hearing the song.
That's tough. How you know you? Oh,
because I woke up singing it. Please don't wake up. No, I'm thinking about Pimmy's Dilemma. Never mind.
Wait, somebody told you were singing it.
No.
So somebody, if you wake up,
I remember in my dream that it was being played. You're trying to get me jammed up.
If you wake up,
he's trying to get me jammed up,
singing it, and somebody told you were singing it. So
I was alone.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure you illustrated that.
Yeah.
I was alone.
Okay, continue.
You trying to jam me up. I see what you're doing. Yeah, smooth exit. Now, speaking of exits, that is what this song is about. Spider-Man, Superman. Where he talks about
track 5.
Track 5, this person thinks that I could save him. Girl, I wish I could save you.
But you can't.
But I can't.
What they took you for?
The girl took me for Spider-Man.
Oh, okay.
The girl took me for Superman. Yeah.
He went Marvel and DC.
Combined the two.
Okay.
And I just love the writing.
Yeah.
Right? You're combining Marvel and DC superheroes and relating it to love. Like, damn, man, I can't save you. I'm not Iron Man.
He said it's impossible.
I can't.
Nah, he was talking on there.
I'm not the Hulk.
Yeah.
how could I save you?
Yeah.
And I just love the guitar on that song. Just the whole essence of what an R&B song is supposed to be. I think it hits that on the head.
Yeah.
And he also flips the real her at the end of that song.
He did.
So that song has a very close hold to my soul. You guys can leave your favorite song in the comments.
And they got a nice little TikTok tab. I don't know how they do.
They got another one?
They got people doing the Spider-Man, Superman TikTok.
I saw that.
How does it go?
I can't even demonstrate. But dude is going down like he's Spider-Man, and then homie flying over him like he's Superman. It's insane.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
I don't even know who thought of that, but madness.
Super madness. Again, leave your favorite song in the comments.
Let us
Tell
know.
us if you love the project. Tell us if you hate the project. For some reason, at the Need to Know podcast, Q, they think we hate Drake now.
No, I'm here now. Because y'all not gonna keep doing this.
Good looking, man.
Yeah. Okay. So if I gotta be the one to have the whole West Coast hate me,
he'll be the sacrificial lamb.
But I love Drake. I hate that they think that. I was just being honest when we were talking about the battle.
Nah, sometimes your takes don't.
Yeah. What you mean my takes?
Nah, I see, because you was about to do it with LeBron.
Yeah.
And I got him. I walked him down.
And that's your man.
I walked him down.
I can't be honest no more, huh? You just gotta plead your allegiance and stay there, right?
Stay on that side.
Don't pivot.
I don't want to pick a side.
Yeah, when we in war,
it's war, right?
It's war.
You can't be in the middle of
even
war.
Even if my man didn't do that well. So what? Exactly. So what, Bronny averaging 2? So what?
So what?
He's still my dog.
Yeah.
He's still
my dog.
Yeah, so what?
All right, y'all leave it in the comments. Listen, if you guys have been listening to recent episodes, we have incorporated a new segment here.
Yeah.
Where we either end on a deep thought, a final thought, shit, even a wild thought.
Yeah.
Today, we have a deep thought.
Deep thought.
Q!
Yeah.
Kicking it to you.
Deep thought of the day. Last time we did a wild thought.
Yes.
I wanted us to go a little deeper into the mind today.
Sure.
So I want to know for this one. Is it better to lose something or to never have it at all? So would you rather have something, have the experience and lose it? Or just never have it at all. You just never even experience it. You don't even know what it's like. It can be a relationship. It can be a, what? You was about to.
What was you going through that you thought about this?
That Pimmy's Dilemma, yeah.
See? Okay.
Yeah, I got to stop playing that album. It was cold a couple nights. It was dark. I'm like, yo, you know what? No, but I feel like you can apply that question to so many different things, right?
That's true.
And for me, I don't want to give away my answer, but I'm so big on experience.
Yeah.
Right. So I feel like sometimes you just got to experience something and figure out what it is, and you might have to move off of it. But I want to know what you guys think. Do you think it's okay? And it might hurt. It could be a relationship. It could be an item. It could be anything. Would you rather have something and lose it? It could be money. It could be up. You was rich. Now you poor. Or would you not? Would you rather just, I never had $1 million. I don't know what it's like to lose $1 million.
And you're asking, what would I rather? Not
Which
what's
would you
worse.
rather? Which would you rather? If you had to choose it, like if they say, I'm gonna just do money right now. You could be up $1 million and you lose it and you back to regular A, or you just never had $1 million at all.
This is a really good question.
Because I think it hurts to lose $1 million.
I agree.
Sure.
I would imagine. I never had it. I would imagine.
Yet.
Working to
Speak life.
Yeah, guys, speak it.
Yeah.
And Q, you got me thinking real deeply right now.
Deep thought.
This is absolutely a deep thought because essentially these are things that we have to think about as people in life, right? When it comes to certain goals that we set for ourselves, and discipline within our lives, right? I think discipline might be the leading factor here in terms of keeping things or trying to get something, right? Having that discipline and that dedication to go get it. My answer, Q, though, I'm gonna go to lose something that I had. You're saying what would I rather?
Would you rather go through that experience?
I'd rather never
or just never have it.
I'd rather never have it at all.
Or you don't want that pain.
I don't want that pain. And it's been scenarios and situations. This is years ago. You ever fuck up some money?
Yeah.
Like some good money?
Yeah.
Easy pass.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, you fucking. But then see, with Easy Pass, you can actually pinpoint what it was.
Right.
That was your mistake.
The money just withered. You don't got nothing to show for it.
Nah.
You ever fuck up some money?
How much you talking about?
10 bands.
Over 10 bands.
Ooh.
Damn.
We'll say at least 10 bands.
How you do that?
This is years ago. I was younger. It's probably when I was like 23. You know, I'm African. We don't play.
So that was like 2 years ago for him. Man.
Yo, stop playing, nigga. I ain't 25.
Nah, that was just yesterday.
I'm 29. Well, I turned 29 anyway.
Soon come almost.
Yeah, I keep playing. I got something for you, Q. Don't you worry about it. I got something for you. You just stay right there. Don't you? I got it. You just stay.
It's my fault.
But no, just thinking about how I fucked up some money all those years back, and how I could have invested that, or done something better with that money. I would rather have just not have felt what it's like.
Not even experienced.
Not even experience what it's like. I mean, of course, you gain it again, but it's just that hurts.
That hurts. What about you, P?
Yeah.
I'm on the opposite end of.
You want to have it and lose it?
Yeah, I'd rather have and lose because.
No, I was just gonna say why.
I'd rather have and lose because, like you were saying, the experience, and like so many things can dovetail off of. Hey, like I had this thing, I no longer have it, but the remnant of what I'm left with is the experience. Now, what can I do to branch off of this experience?
Right.
I could either use it to catapult me to my next thing,
right?
Or am I gonna let it be a prison and keep me in and never, blossom into anything else?
Yeah.
It's almost like when you're squeezed on all sides, what the result of what comes out is basically the essence of who you are.
Right.
Because again, a lot of times, that's another thing of like a 6 degree of separation, whatever you develop into. Like I'll give you an example. I almost just to make it real, bring it to real life. I almost didn't want to pursue anything camera related.
Yeah, you would have fucked your whole life up.
Yeah,
like same though.
Like I experienced a breakup at the time, and what I gathered from the breakup was that I spent too much time in my craft. And at the time, I saw it like having a kid almost, or like something that's yours. Because at the end of the day, your dreams, you're responsible for to to water and to build up.
Facts.
Nurture it.
And, I at one point, I put all my equipment on the table. I didn't have that much, but it was quite a few things. At the time, it was a lot, but I put it on the table and I was like, all right, God, like,
what's up?
If this is causing someone else to hurt, then like, I don't want nothing to do with it.
Damn.
And then it's almost like I
put
felt
the lens up there.
Yeah, man, I had to. It was literally a fork in the road moment for me.
Yeah.
Damn.
And I felt like, now God didn't say it this way, but just to color it a little bit.
Yeah.
I felt like God was like, "Are you stupid?
Are you dumb?
Are you dumb?
I put this in your hand,
right?
And you're worried about what someone else thinks of it,
right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you can adjust a few things, but at the end of the day, like, this is a blessing that I put in your hand.
Exactly.
Right? Nurture it and do with it as you may. And ever since I decided to pick it back up and really give it a valiant effort, like I've been able to be the video producer for the pod.
Right. Yeah, you've done a great job too, bro.
Appreciate it.
We couldn't have done this without you. No. I know we joke here a lot.
Yeah, nah.
He's been here for all of it. He's been here for all of it. I got to give him his flowers.
Nice love.
For real.
Been to 2 Super Bowls.
Tough.
Filming.
We dropping today. We name dropping.
Yeah.
Favorite athletes.
Come on now.
Favorite team.
Now, who's you on field with?
I was on the field with Patrick Mahomes. Everybody.
If we're going to name drop, we might as well.
I seen some ASAP Rocky and Rihanna content.
Rihanna.
He's done it all.
I seen him.
And that camera took you there.
Yeah. Just by saying, you know what, God, I recognize this gift that you've given me.
Yeah.
And I love it so much. Thank you for it. Right now, let me just do with it what you feel like I should, and like let me lead me, guide me, and then it's guiding me to all these things and all my dreams, and even being able to like still be around family, not having to necessarily go to a 9 to 5 and that whole gambit. I would rather
I'd rather experience and lose something, and then you ended up gaining something bigger in the end.
For sure.
I like that.
Well, we left you guys with a deep thought. Leave your deep thought in the comments if you have one. Yeah, we definitely cooked.
That's a good app.
Cute. Let's leave them on a cliffhanger. You mentioned something about R&B.
R&B, yes.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this because sometimes I switch up when I'm not playing the Drake shit into the ground. I get into my old school R&B bag.
Yeah.
I was playing some Isley Brothers and everything like that. And the old school R&B was very loving.
Lovers.
Very just like super simpy to the women out there.
Yeah. Would you consider Common old school?
No, Pierre.
Like Common in like the early...
No,
Pierre. I'm talking about bell bottoms, taco meat on the chest.
We talking about the OJs.
Okay. Yeah, I'm talking about that type of old school. Yeah, so I wanted to know, when did R&B change? Because we have this thing called toxic R&B now. So who was the first R&B person to make that change where it's like, yo, I'm not super loving on these women and all of that? And I'm going to share a verse with y'all next episode that made me really think about this, that I heard from the Isley Brothers that was insane. I'm like, he's too deep in love. But when did it change? When did R&B change? Because I feel like now it's a little bit more open and toxic and you don't have to be so lovey.
Yeah.
More to be continued on the next episode of We Have More Thoughts. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for showing us so much love.
Yeah, man.
I'm feeling it.
Yeah,
I'm feeling the hive building and growing.
Sure. I'll be better at posting. Promise.
Thank you, Pierre. That's great.
Thank you, Pierre. Small wins.
Yeah. See, you want to know why I like Pierre? He's like me in the sense of accountability.
Yeah.
We don't need nobody to tell us.
You know.
We know.
We know.
And we're going to handle it and we're going to do it.
You know.
And that's love. And I appreciate that.
For sure.
All right, y'all. Peace.